Happy New Year's, guys. I hope everyone had a good New Year's and Christmas. I got another camo hoodie for Christmas, as you can tell. This one is not going to be very polished, okay? And I'm going to have like a screensaver in the background so we're not just staring at like a black TV. But I don't know like if ads are going to pop up. So if there's ads, that would be kind of funny. Oh my God, I feel like it's been so long since I sat here and chatted with you guys. I wanted to take a little break after Christmas and New Year's just to like regroup and stuff. But already, so much has happened in the first week of 2026. We'll get into all of that. It's been heartbreaking, but first, how are you guys? How has your winter been? It's been extremely warm here. I'm already in Arizona, so it's like 75 high most days, but the last couple days have been pretty chilly. It's been in the 60s. So for us, we're all bundled up. We're so cold. And then everyone from out of state or just moved to either they're swimming and thinking we're absolutely loony. But yeah, at the beginning of each year, I like to make a list of new videos I want to do for the year. Not all of them political. A lot I'm pretty excited about. But then the Greek tragedy, which is America, keeps happening. So I thought, I don't have to report on the news, obviously, but I do like chit-chatting with you guys. And so, yeah, I think we should just go through a lot of the stuff that has been going on the first week of 2026, shall we? Like I said, this one isn't going to be that polished because I wasn't expecting on coming back so soon. But first, we're going to go over just like some big topics. Then I'm going to list just a whole bunch of crazy stuff that has happened this week. Then we're going to get into the more serious topics at the end. So first of all, oh yeah, Trump captured that Maduro guy, that actual dictator, that communist dictator, the Venezuela. Did you guys hear about that? So the people didn't vote for him, but he stayed into office and they were all like fleeing. I saw a video of this one guy saying that Trump deported him because he fled his country from the dictator, but now he loves him more because he captured him. And of course, Libs found a way to get so upset that he kidnapped somebody, even though he saved all.
The year just started and Donald Trump is already kidnapping people.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh so much, but it is frightening. The main point of this video is libs unfortunately are brainwashed by the mainstream media and celebrities and probably their own ego. They made their decision 10 years ago that they were going to believe all this crazy stuff that they said about Trump. So most of them probably know that they're in the wrong. They've heard the facts. They've seen stuff with their eyes, but sometimes people that have narcissism, they can't let go of their ego. They can't admit when they're wrong, even if it means their life. And yeah, it's really sad. We'll get into that more towards the end of the video. Now I'm just going to list a bunch of stuff that has happened. And wait, about people's ego, I've been seeing a lot of weird stuff online that it's popular to say you were conservative before MAGA and how not all conservatives are MAGA, because I don't know what MAGA means. I think MAGA means you support Trump, because I think it's still not that popular to like Trump. Everyone is so scared to be MAGA. I thought MAGA just meant make America great again. That should apply to every American. And didn't like Ronald Reagan or say that before? People are too afraid to side with Trump. I don't like everything Trump does. I don't like Geminis. I don't like people from New York. But in my lifetime, he's been my favorite president. When I was a baby, I think Reagan was president, but I was too young then. He was probably a good president, I heard. But Trump is my favorite. He cracks me up. I don't agree with everything he says, but I think he's a who, and I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting that. I think people's egos, I'm not MAGA. I'm not MAGA. What's MAGA? What is MAGA? Supporting Trump? I don't know. The whole thing confuses me. So Tim Walz dropped out of re-election. We all know that. I'm going to go more in depth why. We all know why. Oh, I don't want to touch too many. Well, I don't know why I use those words. Did you guys see that guy that was in the women's locker room? at Planet Fitness, and you can see, I'm not going to put any clips because it's too disgusting, but he was doing something you can see in the shadow, truly disgusting. And they don't call the cops anymore because it's probably like a blue state. The laws probably protect like PDF files or just nasty ass guys doing nasty. And the reason why the guy is doing this to himself is because he's aroused that he's in a woman's public space. This is disgusting. This is how brainwashed these people are to vote for these people because they want to be seen as a nice person because they're brainwashed and they keep watching the news.
Is why incidents like yesterday happen. The one final point I'll make about this is, look, there's a part of me that feels very, very sad for this woman, not just because she lost her life, but because I think she is a victim of left-wing ideology. What young mother shows up and decides they're going to throw their car in front of ICE officers who are enforcing legitimate law? You've got to be a little brainwashed to get to that point to where you're willing not just to protest, that's fine, not peacefully protest, but throw your vehicle in front of legitimate law enforcement officers and drive your car into them. To get to that point, you have to be, I think, radicalized in a very, very sad way. I certainly wish that she hadn't got there. I know there's an ICE officer right now who very much wishes he was not put in the position where he had to fire a gun to defend his own life.
I don't want to even discuss that anymore. Oh, and then JD Vance's house got like destroyed, or like, I don't know, another trans kid got a hammer to his windows. Truly terrifying. And it's always these same suspects that these people kept voting to protect. Like, oh my God, they're criminals. And they're mentally, and they're all hopped up on SSRIs. Probably the people voting for them too. Did you hear that we might purchase Greenland? If Trump does that, he should rename it Orangeland. I don't know. Okay, I wrote something down that just looks like a gripe I have myself. There was a tragedy that happened this week that everyone knows about with ICE. We'll get into it. But I've seen a lot of liberals say, like, is this what you voted for? Are your eggs cheaper? Is your rent cheaper? Okay, well, first of all, if your eggs aren't cheaper by now, then that just means you live in a blue state. Eggs are cheap again. So it just means your state is effing you. And with the houses, did you guys hear that Trump just banned, like, I have it somewhere in here. Oh, he's banning institutions for buying any single homes anymore. Because remember, these huge institutions were buying up all the single homes, and that's why all the housing price went up. We can't buy homes anymore. Well, it looks like our rent might be getting cheaper, or we might be able to get homes again eventually, or at least it just stopped the problem so it can't get any worse. I don't know if we're gonna be able to ever get homes. We also got a new food pyramid. Remember the old school food pyramid? And then I also heard there was 2 people that got pew-pewed in Portland. I don't know too much about that. Don't quote me. But now we're gonna get into the 2 topics I've really been wanting to talk to you guys about. Let me get comfortable first because we're gonna be in this for a while. How proud I am of Nick Shirley. Well, I'm sure we all are. I bet we all feel like Brooker Jones, his beautiful mommy. Anywho, I've been watching him for so long, it feels like, and he's finally getting the recognitions. I pray for him every day for his protection and for his safety. Okay, so a lot of this horrible news all starts in Tim Walz's freaking horrible Minnesota right now. All the fraud, all the tragedy. But since the 90s, I think the Somalis was coming over here as refugees because they did have like a horrible, like, I don't know if it was another dictatorship going on. So they fled and came here. Unfortunately, they took advantage of our government and of our welfare. I think like 80% of them are on like food stamps and everything. So the issue when all these Somalis come over is they don't assimilate and they make little countries of their own in like cities, and they have fake companies and businesses that they run out, and that's where they pretty much do all the fraud, like daycares. I saw a video of a man making fun of a Somali's intelligence, like their IQ is like the less than like someone who's mentally challenged, like handicapped. So he's like, they are retarded. But if they're able to fraud our government, I don't know, maybe our government knows what it seems like. Maybe some of them do know, because maybe they're getting kicked back too. I don't know how any of it works. But then I'm like, well, they can't be that dumb if they're like opening up businesses that there are no children at, because they're not real businesses. And then I'm like, well, why can't I do that? But then my brain goes to, well, I'll just open a real daycare and have like, I still think I would do it the right way. It's like, oh, you mean I can open the business and the government can help? My notes make no sense. But what upsets me is, what is the government going to do about this fraud? Like Elon, he found, the Doge findings. What's going to happen with that? I don't know. I think Congress designed this program with weak safeguards. There are these like massive programs that are run by career bureaucrats, not presidents. These people are probably lining their pockets, just saying maybe, allegedly. And it's like, Trump doesn't have the power to stop it. Fraud keeps happening because no one sees it. It's like the whole system punishes you for stopping it, but rewards you for letting it keep happening. And this is why Tim Walz is not going to be running again. And then, of course, all the Somalians are calling Nick Shirley racist and all of us racist or they even are calling us PDF files, because we want to see children at these daycares because they're fake. There aren't any. And they just keep, Tim Walz is playing it too. It's like, oh, all these white men trying to, like, it's so weird that they go on race. And you would think it wouldn't work. But the sad part, it is working for these liberals that are brainwashed. And they probably are on SSRIs. It's like they just want to be known for something. And social media doesn't help, because they have the camera there filming all their good deeds. So now let's get into the tragedy I'm talking about that we're all aware of, that also happened in Minnesota with Renee Nicole Good, poor woman that was brainwashed. I think she just moved there with her wife to do these protests, and she was like the ringleader of barricading the ICE agents, like law enforcement. I don't know what makes you think. See, that's what makes these people brainwashed. It's what would make you think you can barricade law enforcement. And this is where I think that they just don't think anything Trump does is real. Or they don't think they're law enforcement. Do they think it not applies to them? It's this weird, and I'm not saying like she's a narcissist. I'm not trying to diagnose her or anything. But there is this weird narcissistic tendency, behavior, entitlement. Maybe it's just being naive to not knowing that it's a real situation. And it's so crazy because a lot of these white liberals think this way. You can't just impede or stalk or run away from, run over law enforcement, ICE agents. And I almost want to get in their head. What makes them think this way? Is it just because the television told you a decade ago that hate the orange man? Is that really why? I want to know where all this entitlement comes from. I want to see what I wrote down. Because like the same rules apply if Joe Biden was in office with law enforcement. You just can't run over ICE agents no matter how gay you are. And I'm sorry to make light of it. I hate that she had to lose her life. I wish she wasn't brainwashed. And when I watched the video, it shows that she was supposed to get out of the way. The first thing they told her to do, you listen to law enforcement. They said, get out of the way, stop barricading us. She could have left then. So that's the first time she broke the law and became a criminal. And then they were trying to get her to come out, and to arrest her, and she wouldn't be arrested. And she was moving the car at that time. She wouldn't even put it in park. That's the second time she became a criminal in this situation. And then in my head, I'm like, maybe she's panicking and she didn't know the cop was in front of the car. Like, I didn't know. Maybe she was focused on the guy on the driver's side trying to detain her and arrest her, that she turned the wheel and didn't see the guy in front of her until last minute, or didn't even care if she was going to hit somebody, which doesn't matter regardless. There was someone in front of her. So like I said, maybe she was just trying to flee the scene the third, fourth time becoming a criminal. But then I saw the officer who did get hit a little, that did end up pew-pewing her body cam footage, and she did see him. She was having like a full-on conversation with him through the glass.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
And then, of course, you see all these libs saying that they pew-pewed an unarmed woman, and it's like, she had a vehicle. That is such a big weapon. That's way bigger than a pew-pew. And the ICE officer that she almost ran over, and she would have, because like her tires were spinning out, so they spun out for a few seconds. If it wasn't icy, he would have been under her car. But 6 months earlier, that same agent got dragged by a vehicle, another weapon, because he was trying to detain an illegal that they were going to deport because he did some really disgusting stuff with some minors, and I think he was arrested for it. Truly disgusting. And these are the people that these libs are protecting.
This home security video shows the driver taking off during a traffic stop, dragging a deportation officer with him. New at 10, WCCO's Uba Ali walks us through this video and the political firestorm behind it.
What began as a planned federal immigration arrest took a violent turn in this quiet Bloomington neighborhood. And it was all caught on camera. According to a federal complaint, agents were executing a warrant for 39-year-old Roberto Carlos Munoz. They say Munoz entered the country unlawfully, and he also pled guilty to fourth-degree criminal conduct back in 2023 for a minor.
This next part I want to talk about, it goes perfect with this saying that my friend told me the other day. If the left didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have standards at all. But they, of course, are comparing this incident with the Charlie Kirk incident. And they always compare criminals to Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk was just a man practicing free speech, speaking at a college. And like I said, how many laws did she break? She blocked them. She wouldn't move. After they told her to move, she wouldn't be arrested. She was going to flee the scene. She she did hit a person. It's like, and then they did the same thing with George Floyd, whatever his name was. And it's like, why are you guys always protecting the criminals? And did you see any conservatives go to any of your guys' visuals for her or anything and trying to destroy it? I remember when I went to a visual for Charlie Kirk, one of you libs came and stomped on the flowers. I have it on video that I gave him. Truly pathetic. But yeah, the first week has been eventful, but not very nice. Do you have New Year's resolutions? I have been to the gym every day this year, and I'm already halfway to my goal. So it really does show if you just get off your butt. I want to work out because I gained like 10 pounds over the holidays because I ate too many cookies. So like every year, I'm going to try to cut out sugar again because sugar is the devil. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep working out. And some of the videos I want to make, I want to make my video of my shameful overconsumption collection, because I always used to like make videos talking crap about people with overconsumption issues, and I have my own, and I want to stop doing that too. So I thought it would be fun if I show you some of my issues. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any plans for New Year's resolutions, or what you think about any of this, any topics that I talked about. And yeah, if you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, I forgot what to say. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye.
Ladies and gentlemen.